out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my...
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And fights through one man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You think you're going to get this? You think you're going to get this? 25, check 1, Omaha. 25, check 13. Tupper. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Bears.
Here we go. 80.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hey, Haywood.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got a moonwalk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. Check. Fresno. Check the backer. Check. Hey, gun.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Push him back. Hey, Delta. You ain't going nowhere.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 180!
These two teams all tied after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Here we go. 180! Flag! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's Isabella open on the right side. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Hey, box drop. Bang, bang.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's checking. Hey, gun.
At the 37-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
11. Bravo.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, D. Under 10.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown. Now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, exit.
Garoppolo now. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert. Go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Echo.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go. 11. 1, Omaha. Hey, Alpha.
Mike T right here, guys. Mike T. Don't get nervous.
10's the mic. 21.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
80 weapon.
Watch the twins. Check. Check 3.
Lock. Hey, wahoo.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll go again with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. Hey, Charlie.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
1st down, Seattle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, gun. Defense wins championships, baby. I got you. 21. You can't block me. You can't.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11. 21. Here we go.
Hey, turn it up.
Smooth!
Boys, 52.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And the Seahawks, first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another run here with Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Here we go. Like 80!
Single.
Hey, orbit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. Here's
Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check, ready. 18 Gator. Come on. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This is the tight end Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jackson now. This will be caught at about the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.